My name is Jason Wrobel. I'm the host of How to Live to 100 on the Cooking Channel, the first plant-based cooking show in the history of mainstream TV. I'm also a Sunwarrior ambassador. This is my 4th year as a Sunwarrior ambassador. I've been using their products since 2010, and I'm here to show you guys some really delicious superfood smoothies using Sunwarrior's products, and 2 of my absolute all-time favorite smoothies that I make at home for working out, building muscle, keeping yourself satiated, a lot of familiar ingredients and some new ingredients you may have never heard of before. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make my superfood raw chocolate cherry smoothie, right? And like cherries and chocolate. Who loves cherries and chocolate? It's like classic, right? Who could turn down cherry? You have to be a mad person. You know, you're making a really thick, delicious, rich cherry. No, I'm good, I'll pass. Nobody's gonna pass on this smoothie. So if you have some people in your family that may be skeptical about trying superfoods or trying plant-based proteins, this is an awesome recipe to give them for the first time to really win them over. I did it with my mom, did it with my aunt, did it with my cousins who live in Detroit, which is not necessarily the healthiest place in the world, Detroit, Michigan, but this is one of those recipes that can really, really win people. So I'm gonna be using my brand new BlendTech 800 series, this monstrous blender, which is a workout in itself, but it is one of the most powerful blenders in the world and also the quietest blender I've ever used. So you'll see, once we get going and I start adding and blending foods, I'm gonna close this hatch and I can still talk at normal speech volume. How many of you guys have high-speed blenders at home? Okay, so you know when you turn the blender on, you're like, okay, so now I need to talk to you, but I need to sound like a madman. Like this, you can actually have a conversation. So if it's date night, you're making that special smoothie, you can talk to her and be very seductive. If you have neighbors that complain all the time about your Vitamix or your BlendTech, no longer. If you have cats or dogs that jump on the countertop and get scared when you blend, your pets will now be very, very friendly with your blender. So let's jump in to my cherry chocolate smoothie, and I'm gonna be signing DVDs. If you guys wanna pick up one of these DVDs, this has all of my best recipes from my YouTube channel featuring Sunwarrior recipes. We've got smoothies, we've got ice creams, we've got desserts, we've got entrees. The beautiful thing about Sunwarrior products is they're not just for smoothies. You can actually incorporate their proteins, their mineral blends, their ORMUS greens into regular recipes as well. That's why I love using them. So let's start with our base, which is 1.5 cups of organic coconut milk. I love coconut milk, not only for the great flavor, for the fact that it tastes amazing in your smoothies, but it has medium chain triglycerides. MCTs are one of the main components in helping you to burn fat and boost metabolism. So back in the 80s, they had that whole thing of like, oh, fat is the enemy, and everyone hated coconuts in the 1980s. I was alive in the 1980s. I know you may not believe it, but I was alive in the 80s. But now coconuts have really made a great comeback because we see the many health benefits, great protein sources, high sources of lauric acid, which are great for the skin, and those fat-burning MCTs. So let's add the coconut milk right into our blender mug. And then we are going to be adding about 1.5 cups or so of frozen cherries. If cherries happen to be in season, and you have the patience to pick fresh cherries taste amazing in this smoothie. Now, benefits of cherries. Anybody had trouble sleeping last night at the expo? Who had trouble sleeping? Right? I had trouble. I was so jacked and so energized from all these people. It was tough falling asleep. Well, cherries are one of nature's best ambiens. An ambien is something that helps you fall asleep naturally. So if you make this smoothie, we also have another great ambien here in banana full of B vitamins. The cherries and the bananas, and if you throw in a handful of almonds too, you're gonna be sleeping like a baby. You're just gonna be cuddling up in your nice Sunwarrior hoodie. I actually slept in my hoodie should I say that? I did, I slept in my hoodie last night. I'll say it, it's a comfy hoodie. So go ahead and add your cherries right to the mug as well. And then we will be adding the aforementioned banana. Now, bananas are great, as I mentioned, super great source of B vitamins, also an ambien, and great source of potassium. So if you're sweating a lot, you're working out, you're actually losing a lot of trace minerals, a lot of sodium and potassium. So after you work out, make yourself a Sunwarrior protein shake and add a banana to replenish your potassium reserves. So one fresh banana into the blender mug as well. All right, now one of my favorite superfoods of all time are goji berries. You guys know about gojis? Who's rocking the gojis, right? 4 people. Okay, for those of you who don't know about gojis, because there's like 48 people that don't do gojis. Goji berries are probably the most versatile herb, and I say herb because they're considered an herb, in Chinese traditional medicine. They're a huge source of antioxidants and amino acids. So when we talk about muscle building and getting your protein, what we're really talking about is getting a balanced ratio of our amino acids, right? So what I love to do is put my Warrior Blend protein in, which is a complete protein because it has all your essential amino acids and your branched chain amino acids. But then we throw in these bad boys, and we've got antioxidants, we've got polyphenols, we've got those amino acids. So I love goji berries because they're an awesome tonic herb for so many reasons. And my man Tim could probably tell you, great for muscle building as well. So let's throw in maybe 3/4 of a cup of goji berries here. Now, if your goji berries happen to be on the dry side, what I like to do is kind of like do a little shake around and let them soak in the coconut milk. So you can grab your blender mug, get frisky with it, get jiggy with it, let them soak in there, and then you'll have soft gojis. Now, next up, I'm going to be adding a little bit of maca powder. Maca powder has a certain benefit below the belt, if you will, which is why most people take it. Maca powder is a Peruvian root that they grind into a powder that people use for libido boosting, but you can also use it as a hormone balancer, so it's good for men and women. Whether it's testosterone, progesterone, estrogen, it's great because it's an adaptogen. An adaptogen means that it has the ability to naturally balance your hormone levels. So in addition to libido and energy, it's great for helping to balance out your hormone levels no matter what is going on. And it has a great kind of light caramel flavor. So I like making it in puddings, pie fillings, desserts, or just your superfood smoothies. So a tablespoon of maca powder going in the hatch. And next up, we've got a great product that I use every morning. This is Sunwarrior ORMUS SUPERGREENS, a great blend of organic grasses. And I love it because you get all of that essential nutrition, and it's very alkalizing to the body. If you wake up in the morning, your body's in an acidic state. So it's important when you wake up to have something alkaline in your diet, whether it's filtered water with a little bit of lemon juice and apple cider vinegar, or I actually like to take my filtered water and add some ORMUS greens. Instantly alkalizes your body. So it's important to alkalize first thing in the morning, get your energy up, and get your blood levels definitely balanced. So add a tablespoon or so of your ORMUS greens. And then we have the chocolates in the chocolate smoothie, because if I would not add the chocolate, I would be lying to you. And that would be okay, but without the chocolate, it's just not gonna be awesome. So I have, how much do I have here? I have a giant scoop of Sunwarrior Warrior Blend chocolate protein. As I mentioned, complete protein source, all your amino acids and your branched chain amino acids, very replenishing to the body. And here's why I started using Sunwarrior all these years ago, is I realized that after I was working out, and I'm sure you can verify this, you get that pump, right? It's lactic acid. So you're getting a lactic acid buildup. If you're in an acidic state after your workout, you don't want to be adding more acidic protein into your already acidic body. So the reason I love a plant-based protein like Sunwarrior is, again, you're alkalizing the body, right? So important to alkalize your body. So throw in a huge scoop of Sunwarrior, and then I like to take the chocolate flavor over the top even more by adding a big tablespoon of Ecuadorian cacao powder. Really rich, really dark, super high in magnesium. And the thing is, in America, the #1 mineral that most people are deficient in this country is magnesium. Now, magnesium is critical getting sources like chocolate, pumpkin seeds, nuts, because magnesium is great for heart health. It's also great for helping you sleep. It's a natural sleep enhancer, and not a lot of people know this, but calcium is really not the most important thing in bone building and keeping your bone density. It's magnesium, because when you have a natural source of magnesium, it converts to calcium in the body. So it's actually more important for a lot of people to have higher levels of magnesium. Yes, calcium is important, but so many of us need to boost our magnesium levels. Raw cacao is a great way to do it. And then to cream this up, I've got my secret ingredient, which is a whole avocado. Avocado is awesome in so many things, like I mentioned, pie fillings, desserts, because it has an emulsification effect, and it's full of heart-healthy fats as well. And did you guys know that in the ancient Mesoamerican cultures, The original word for avocado was aguacatl. You guys want to know what that meant? Anybody want to guess? It meant testicle. It meant testicle. So the original word for avocado, aguacatl, actually translated to testicle because it's incredibly important for men's reproductive health and sexual health to get a lot of B vitamins. So guys, eat your avocados and they'll be good for other parts of your body. So now we're going to put our Blendtec 800O. And also, if you want to, this is optional, I like a chilled smoothie. You can add some acai to this, some other frozen berries, or just a handful of ice. All right, y'all ready to blend? You ready for samples? Oh, and you definitely want to put the lid on. And with your Blendtec, this is, like I said, the new 800 series. This is the stealth model. The cool thing is, when you do this, I'll actually turn around and show you guys. It's like an iPhone, right? You guys can come close and see this. When you turn on the screen, all the icons come up like an iPhone. It's so awesome. So all you do is press the button. All the icons come up digitally, and then it's got different preset cycles. So as a smoothie goes, all I've got to do, you guys, walk away. Get a mani and a pedi, hang out, wake up your significant other and treat them to breakfast because it's gonna be the best smoothie ever. And I don't have anyone doing that for me now, but if I did, I would want them to wake me up with a smoothie in the morning. Because that's love right there, that's love. So 40 seconds later, we're gonna have an amazing, delicious chocolate. Actually, wow, 40 seconds went by? We're done, I guess. So, what I like to do is always taste my recipes before I serve them, because if you need to adjust the chocolate, if you need to adjust the salt balance, you want to, but look at that color, right? It's like, it's got that deep red from the goji berries. Let's try it out. I'll take it to the face this way. Oh yeah, look at that consistency, that's thick. That is thick. Like my smoothies, like I like my women. Thick. Wow. It's true. Oh yeah. You guys ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
Get the best deals on Blendtec blenders through Blender Babes.